Charlie. Roll Tide, roll, say it loud. He don't give a piss about nothing but the tide. Bama blood in his veins, got that crimson pride. F them trees, yeah, we said it out loud. And I love honeybees, now play it proud. We talking football, basketball, big time recruits. If they ballin' in the South, we lacing up the truth. Hood piano man plays better than three-stroke Charlie. Tougher than nails, smooth, not sorry. Roll Tide, roll, it's in the soul. From Tuscaloosa to the Super Bowl, wood piano man plays better than three-stroke Charlie.
Yeah, even at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm still better than three-stroke. What's up, everybody? It's me, it's your man, it's P, it's Piano Man. What's going on with y'all? And you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and bring them on through the show. You know, I don't believe in belaboring the point. It's my buddy, it's my friend, it's my pal, it's my confidant, it's Mr. Boomer Sooner himself, forged forward only by fire. What's up, Bishop? It's the Bishop, y'all, at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. What's going on with you?
Man, big salute. Definitely.
I hear you. I'm trying to, let me see something for a minute. Hold up, trying to do something. There we go. Yeah, I'm trying to make sure everybody is in place to do what we're supposed to do. Bishop, what's going on, man?
Hey, I'm just here loving life and appreciation, and I'm excited. I'm trying to see who is going to be the guest.
Well, here go one right here, and he's okay, yeah, and here go Coach Carl. It's the man, the myth, the legend. You know what? Man, three-stroke Charlie ain't got nothing on him either. What's Coach?
What's going on?
Man, we just trying to maintain this thing and see what's happening. I got about an hour, and then I got to get ready to get on up out of here. But we just wanted to discuss some things and everything. And I think our surprise is getting ready to come. I think our surprise is getting ready to make it. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Hold up.
Is she bad?
You gonna see in just a minute. You're gonna see in just a minute. That's right. See, listen,
she's the bad mama Gemma.
You know, she's something serious now. She is something serious, and just kind of hold up a minute. Let's see what's gonna happen.
Say she bad. She bad for every reason.
And
in every season.
We gonna see what the business is here in just a minute. And everything, yeah. I'm kind of glad it's working out like this, because I wanted to get her some theme music going and all that kind of stuff and everything. But we gonna see exactly what's what and everything. But before I go though, before we get started though, y'all know how I do it. I still got to give my folks over in the chat they props, cause if it wasn't for them, it'd be no us. And so even at 3 o'clock on the second show, I got to say what up, Stephen Hicks. I'm working on you and the voices come up music there, bro. I'm working on your come up music. I really am. I'm working on it. Matter of fact, I put in for it today. And so but Stephen Hicks and the voices of No Mercy, Roll Tide, my friend. I didn't do this morning, but I got to do this afternoon. And here we go. Here we are. Let me see. Here we go. Y'all gonna know who this is.
I'm fire. I feel it in the air. Telephone wires above. Oh, sizzling like a snare. Honey, I'm fire. I feel it in the air. Telephone wires above. Oh, sizzling like a snare.
Yep, it's none other than Susan. What's up, Susan? You got it. Roll Tide. What the business is, Susan, you know. Quit playing, girl. Act like you know. Yes, sir, Bob. When we got Jacory, the newlywed. What's up, my friend? My
What's
brother.
good? What's
Good
good?
to see you. Yeah, good to see you. Roll Tide to you. J. Cole, peace and blessings unto you, my friend. Shalom unto you. How
Shalom,
you doing?
shalom.
Roll Tide to you. Let me see. Okay, let me see. We go back. Coach Carl back. All right. Yeah, let me see. Hold up. I'm wondering, are they having trouble getting on here? Well, we're gonna see here in just a minute. Let me see. I'm not gonna tell anybody who it is. I'm just gonna wait and I see. Did I see just DSGB? I think that's everybody. Yeah, I did see him. What's up, DSGB 84? My brother out of Georgia, representing them dogs out of Georgia.
Down South Georgia, boy.
Representing them dogs out of Georgia. Well, y'all, and let me see, and then I'm going to go on up the scale. I'm going to let me make sure. Let's make sure we're good. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to bring to the stage right about now a friend. She's a great friend of this show. She's a great asset to this show. She doesn't really say much, but her presence is felt all the time. And I could just do this right here. I won't have to say another word. It's the one. It's the only. Now, when you see her stage name up here, I don't want nobody to trip. Hit it, Bishop. What's her name?
Lady Latoya. Yeah.
There she is. What's up, Lady Latoya? Let me say.
Can you hear me, Tiana?
Wow.
Lady
yes,
Latoya,
we can hear you.
Okay, hold up. Here we go. Lady Latoya.
Can she hear you?
Can I get a oh my God?
Lady
Latoya, can you hear us?
I can hear y'all. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
We got you.
What's going on about my fam?
Oh, man.
It's Latoya.
Wait a minute. Y'all know I got to do this right here. Oh, my God. Yeah, buddy. It's Lady Latoya. Lady Latoya, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How y'all doing?
Hey, let's get this thing. Let's get it. Let's get it. Y'all, Bishop, I asked her yesterday. I was on my way to lunch, and I said, let me call Lady Latoya. But if y'all see her stage name is actually Elroy Saban.
Say what?
Elroy Saban.
I got you, yeah.
But anyway, that's her stage name, Elroy Saban. But anyway, let's get this party started. I want to pick back up where we left off this morning. I'm going to put the ball in your court, Lady Latoya. This morning we were talking about A-Day. We were talking about what you would like to see. And what I'm going to do is do it a little bit different with you because you're part of the Gumbo Chefs now and everything. What are you specifically looking for when you come Saturday, when that kickoff starts, Lady Latoya? What are you looking for? What will you be specifically looking at?
I'm looking for togetherness. Are they gelling? Are they looking like they played together before? You know, that's what I'm looking for. I'm just looking for the understanding of the offense, the understanding of the defense. Are they grasping what they're being taught? I'm looking for effort. I'm looking for those type of things.
And those are the things that Bishop and I be saying to be continued, to be determined. And in all actuality, Latoya, you're looking for the little things, like the paying attention to detail. You're looking for the little things of what's going to make this team either successful or the I hate to use the F word, but the failure part. And so she must have got off, but she'll be back on in just a minute.
Yeah, she'll be back on.
So
we ain't doing no failing, bro. No failing this year.
it better not fail.
Failing.
But
We
there's no
succeeded
middle ground
every
though.
expectation.
Coach Carl, you know what? I was reared in the home, just like what you said. No failing, no failing, no failing, right? But
Right.
but I was reared in a home that there's no such thing as in the middle. You either pass or you fail. You pass or fail. That's how I try to live my life. I'm sort of structured that way, and that's sort of in me because of where I had come as a kid. But Coach Carl, what are you looking for?
Honestly, with me, I probably won't get a chance to see it unless somebody record the game.
Right.
What I want to hear about is, I know it's gonna be a little vanilla, but I want to hear about the blocking scheme. I want to know whether these guys knows how to block 5 ticks, proper stance on a 5 tick. I would like to see the 2 tackles on their proper kick step on a 5, on a 7, on a wide 9 tick. I want to see how they close the gap when you have a 4-eye and a 0 tick. You know, I want to see the offensive line, everything about the offensive line. I really want to see a K Womack gonna put some pressure on him, which I really think he should do a lot of pressure and exotic, fake exotic type blitzes just to see if they can handle the blitz. Because from what I've been hearing from from sources around Alabama football, they can't handle the blitz right now. Jackson Lord and Michael Carroll are actually, they're doing decent, but they both struggling on the outside with the wide 9 pass rushes. They jumping outside, giving up the inside gap.
Right.
I want to see is the running back pressing the gap. Like I heard y'all talking about Trayshawn Brown this morning. If anybody pay attention to some of the video me and Jonathan made on Trayshawn Brown, you will know that it was already expected by me. I told the whole world I like Trayshawn Brown better than I like EJ Collier. I did say I apologize for being an Alabama kid, but I like Trayshawn Brown better than I like EJ, because Trayshawn has that get up and go speed with that vision, that cutback vision. He tough like EJ, but he got a little bit of something extra that EJ don't have. And he can block. He can hold his point of contact and block it. So I love the way Trayshawn, the things I hear about Trayshawn. But I think that Trayshawn is probably going to be the featured guy coming, maybe later on this season or next year. You'll hear a lot about Trayshawn Brown, because that dude there is special. I don't understand why he was rated a 3-star. I thought he always should have been a 5-star, or either right there with EJ or Bull. But I like to see the running back, whether they can see the hole, press the gap, and then bounce inside or outside. Whether they identify the linebackers over pursuing, under pursuing, and then you can make a linebacker miss inside of the hole, where you can get that 2-yard tackle for a loss and you turn it into a 2-yard gain, or a 0-yard gain. We just don't take a tackle for a loss. Like, those are the things that really, really gonna catch my eye when it comes down to this spring game. So if anybody can get some film, especially UP, and you can get some film, and know you can't live stream, but you can record some film and send it to me so I can see that portion of it, I will be ecstatic, man, because that is what I need to know about Alabama right now. But the offensive line is going forward, unprotected going forward, or the offensive line is stabbing at what they do, and now the running backs hitting the gaps as we know they should.
Gotcha. I hear you. Well eloquently spoken, and Coach, the Dwight found some things out for me concerning that live stream. And no, I can't live stream, but I can do still shots, and yeah, I can do some things with my camera and on my phone. So we're gonna make that happen as soon as I see you know, get what I need to get, Coach Carl. I'm shipping it right to you, bro. I make you that promise, and everything. But Bishop, I know
Yeah.
you said some things this morning, but we kind
Yeah.
of got out on the trail of some things, and you weren't able to complete all your sentences. So, Bishop, what are you? Even though being an Oklahoma guy and
Yeah.
everything, but you're still a coach. Both you
Yeah.
and
I'm
Coach
I'm
Carl,
still a coach,
you're
and
still a coach. And what are you looking for?
yeah, I'm looking for the nuance. I'm looking for the
You got
BS.
some reverb there, Coach.
Okay.
Well, okay. We got to get that. Got to get Bishop back there. Okay. I'm going back to you, Lady Latoya. Now, you said something to me, and Bishop will be right back in just a second. Latoya, you said something the other day that got my attention, and that was this here. You made a statement in the chat about it didn't matter who the quarterback would be. How did frame that, how you said that, and how you put that in there? Because I've got a question. Go ahead, Latoya.
If the O line is clicking on all cylinders, I think every quarterback that we have in the room is capable. Mac is smooth. Mac is clean. He tall. He can see over the pocket, and Keelan is explosive. But you can put Dan Marino back there. If the O line messed up, ain't nobody gonna be able to do nothing with it. But if that O line can be at 70%, we can go just about all the way. As long as they get better as the season goes on. See, that's what I'm looking for. And that's why JB laughed at me when I said I hope we can go 9-3 but be competitive. Because that's what I'm looking for. We got a young team. A lot of these players haven't played together yet. So if they look like I said, they look like they grasping the offense, everybody know they look like they know their job. They just might need more reps at their job. I can deal with that and lose 3 games. I can deal with it. Now I don't want to get blown out like we got blown out by.
Uh-huh. Let me see here.
She went out. Did she go out?
Uh-huh.
Hey,
Okay,
I'm here.
Bishop.
What I
Can
say?
you hear me?
Can you
Okay,
hear me,
we got you,
Pam?
Bishop. Now we lost
Can
Latoya.
Can you
Oh,
hear
you hear
me,
me?
Piano?
Now
yeah,
go
we
ahead,
can hear
finish up,
you. We
Latoya.
can
Go
hear
ahead,
you.
finish the statement.
Okay, like I was saying, JB got on me about the 9-3, but I can go with the 9-3 if we look competitive in every game. If we look like we grasping the offense, we grasping the defense, everybody knows their job. But hey, something happened here, the ball didn't bounce our way, whatever. But now next year, I'm be expecting more because even the transfers we got have years of eligibility left. So it's not like we have a lot of one and done. So the team got room to grow. And that's just what I'm looking for this season.
I
Now,
got
we got one guy that don't have no eligibility. That's the guy we got from Mississippi State. I think this is last year eligibility. But we got to make sure that if he only had 1 year eligibility, and he's the better guy, we have to play the guys that the better guys. We got guys that transferred in with 30 starts, and we're telling that we got a redshirt freshman that's gonna start above them, and they already have 30 starts. We gotta stand up and do what's right about the kids. I know we have a red shirt freshman with all world talent. He may not be better than a senior right now, a red shirt senior to transfer in with 30 plus snaps.
I would
I
say
get
with
what
experience.
yeah, I get what you saying, but when it comes down to offensive line play, you don't have to play together 3 or 4 years. You got from December all the way to September to get the reps together, get your act together. If somebody from December all the way to September are not doing what's right, then you rotate that guy starting next month. Like if it happens in the spring now, Saturday, guys not holding up, put another guy in. Just rotate somebody from one side to the other side, and then you put them in the right predicament to see how your offensive line flows. These guys are competing for opportunity to get on the field when it comes to September. We need that to happen Saturday. Then we got a month off before they can actually start back field training. They can't start back field training till I think mid part of May or late May.
So the good thing about spring is not set in stone because
You know why? He
even
got a position
Will
coach.
Sanders still got to come back too.
Yeah,
So that's gonna be another monkey wrench.
Will come back. Will is a hell of a talent, but he may be behind the curve, not having all that time you missing. And you just can't bring him in and just throw him in front of somebody unless he's ahead of the curve or he's just
Right.
that much better than everybody else. All this favoritism that we did last year is not gonna work. This favoritism and thing that they did last year will not work going forward because you won't be here another year if you put out the same production that you put out last year.
Not only that, you got to understand right now is all about development. Is more so the second, third, and fourth string. How well can I get them developed to where I'm utilizing these practices to be able to evaluate and see what they need to work on, where they're missing it, where they're not quite there, but how much can they show improvement so that way they can be a part of the cog and be able to be put in the game and give you the reps that they can give you.
Well, let me ask you this, and Latoya, I'm going back to you because you sort of brought it up about the 9 and the 3, and I know those things fluctuate, and as the season goes, sometimes the win total will go up, or sometimes the win total will go down. There are a lot of X factors there, but as of 4/7, 2026, Latoya, I'm gonna start with you, and then I'm gonna work my way to Coach Carl. As of 4/7, 2026, Latoya, you're saying 9 and 3. What's the wiggle room there of either going up in victory or going the defeat part of it, the losses will go up. What's Latoya's thinking about that? What do you see?
9 and 3 is my floor. I don't think we can go under that. Now we go under that. It's time for the boy to go because we've improved. Oh, the next season, the first season was well, we was 9 and 3. The next one we was 11 and 4. So we're trending up. I just want to keep trending up. But 9 and 3 would be the floor, and the only reason I say that because it's a young team. That's the only reason I say that because it's a young team. But I do believe we got the talent to go 10 and 2. But I wouldn't be upset with 9 and 3 as long as we looking competitive in every game.
I hear you. What would be now? We know 12-0 is the ceiling, Latoya, or 15-0. Coupled with the natty and all that kind of stuff. But realistically, outside of the 9 and 3, what do you see?
I can see 10 and 2. I can realistically see 10 and 2. I would love 11 and 1, but I can realistically see 10 and 2. I can see it happening.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
What
I'm gonna go.
what
I'm gonna,
what two teams that you know in your heart for sure you know that has the opportunity to beat them? And the third one.
I can't tell you the 10 teams that we can possibly guarantee to win. So
But I wouldn't say guaranteed. I'm just like, what teams that you definitely feel in your heart Bama will lose to when you say 10-2, 9-3.
okay, I don't think that we will lose to this team, but I think because of where we are right now, we can win this game.
Just hold tight, hold tight.
it'll come back in a minute.
Right? I think we played them right before Georgia. So if we slipping and looking past them, thinking about Georgia, we can slip up. We can slip right there
You say
because we're going to be
Kentucky?
on that 7 or 8 game stretch.
You
Then
talking about
also,
Kentucky? You talking
no,
about Kentucky
Mississippi
or
State,
Mississippi State? Mississippi
Mississippi
State gonna be
State,
a Mississippi State gonna be a problem.
and then also, like I said, where it falls on the schedule, we're going to be in the middle of that 7 or 8 game stretch, and it's the game before Georgia.
She up here giving straight gumbo fire. Come on back.
Just
She in the
looking ahead to
matrix.
Georgia, but looking ahead to getting a bye week. too, because we're tired, we're beat up. You see what I'm saying? So if we limp into that game, it can go ugly. We ain't clicking on our cylinders, you know.
I hear
Okay,
you. I hear
I
you.
can
Okay.
I can vibe with that.
I can ride
And
with that.
also, I can also say either the Kentucky, because okay, just say we cruise past East Carolina, we think, oh, we got our shit together now, and then don't we play Kentucky at Kentucky,
Yes, we do.
Yes.
and so we go on the
Yes, we
road
do.
not knowing what to expect because it's not the same coach, and so that can be a like a Florida State game. We just feel like we better than them because we're Bama and they're Kentucky. We don't know what to prepare for, so we just go out here with our base offense and defense and feel like, hey, we got this game in the bag. That could get ugly. So hey, you know, it could be a wake up call. If we don't mess up against Kentucky, we might not mess up against Mississippi State. But if we slip right there, now you know.
I'm gonna keep reminding everybody this is a Mississippi State team that took the Texas to the limit and should have beat them.
Should have
Should
beat them.
have beat them.
Yeah, no doubt.
No, that's no cap on that at all. People are asleep on Mississippi State. If I were you, I wake up. So Bishop, the
Yeah,
same thing I asked Latoya. What's your take? But I'm just gonna let you look at it from an Alabama perspective today as a coach.
yeah. Um, the truth of the matter is, this year is going to be predicated on competitive depth, and I say that for this reason is that you have the opportunity. Man, this is it me reviving?
Reverbing again.
Probably later Latoya.
Okay, how about now?
There we go.
Okay, all right. So, thank you guys. Hey, the bottom line is right now, competitive depth is going to be the key to your season because understand, without having that second bye, your depth is going to be relied upon so much more heavily because of the simple fact in the SEC, there are no weak links. There's so much parity, and the SEC has been built to where they have been going against a standard to where they know in order to be in games, they know what the standard has to be. And because of the parity, it now has put an even playing field to where their pound of flesh can rival any team on our schedule, to include us. So with that said, 93 is my floor. Uh, in this day and age, with the second bye gone, I can see 10-2 for you guys. For the simple fact is, your first 8 games, you got to find a way to go 7-1.
Okay.
And in that task alone is where being forged by fire will come through because you'll have that competitive depth and you would have gotten a lot of bodies to accumulate and to show that they're ready for their moment.
Gotcha. I hear you, Latoya. I hear you, Bishop. Coach Carl, let me hear you.
Yeah, so scared. Well, I understand where y'all two coming from with the 9-3, 10-2 scenario. Me personally, this is what I say. I don't see us, you know, honestly, I just don't see us beating Georgia at this juncture with what Kirby has returning and the way Kirby plays defense in the second half. I really don't see us beating Georgia. So I would just give that as a chalk that up as a loss, right? It depends on Kentucky, Mississippi State, and Florida State. One of those 3 teams gonna give us hell, or 2 of those 3 teams gonna give us hell. So what happens with that? What do we have? Austin Mack, Keelan Russell, Jet Tamala, whoever we have at the starting quarterback. We're coming into the season with a Austin Mack had one game of PT in the playoff, major PT time in the playoff was the fourth quarter. So we're coming in the game with a first year starter at all aspects at quarterback. We will have Daniel Hill, who lost weight, picked up a little speed, is strong as a tank. It's a Mississippi kid, so we know what Mississippi kids bring to the table with that toughness, that tenacity they bring. They just built different in Mississippi. So we will still have Mississippi in the backfield. Offensive line not being up to par as we see it as of right now because we don't know what's going on inside of that room. All we know is what we hear.
Mm-hmm.
I I don't say I can't see we beating Lane Kiffin later on in the season. By that time, he should be locked in, good clicking on all cylinders. So I don't see us beating Lane Kiffin. So that'll give me two. I'm still up. I'm still kind of pondering whether we will be able to beat Auburn the last game of the year with a new coach. The system that they run gave us hell 2 years at South Florida, right? So I'm pondering on that one. So that could have been a third one. You still have to go to Neyland Stadium, right? We
Uh-huh.
still got to go to Neyland Stadium, and we still have Texas A&M. We can easily, man, lose 4 games. So my floor gonna be 4. I hope
Right.
it's 4. I mean, I can understand if we lose 4 games. It won't even hurt me. It won't even shock me. It won't even hurt my feeling if we lost 4 games. If we got 9-3 season, I'd be ecstatic, honestly. Because I'm just looking at what we have returning as a first year quarterback. Our quarterback will struggle in the first 3 or 4 games until they get their feet up on their belt. And we may be in a quarterback competition for those their 4 games. Somebody's gonna have a good game. Somebody's gonna struggle. The offensive line probably gonna struggle when it comes down to the SEC competition. But somewhere with that, my ceiling will probably be 10-2, like everybody else says. If we get past Georgia, we probably won't lose a game. If we can get past these first few games and get to Georgia. We pass Georgia, we probably won't lose another game until we run against LSU. And LSU would be the toughest test of the season at that point. But it really depends on this staff, man, honestly, because from what we've been seeing for our staff, we can get up for Georgia, and then we get down for everybody else. We'll get up for LSU, but get down for everybody else. We
Exactly.
had Tennessee at home and went for a 99 yard, well, basically a 100 yard pick six. We probably lose that game. If Joe Aguilar throw the ball a half a second faster, Tennessee score a touchdown and we don't get a pick six, right? So we probably lose that game. And with the way this staff coaches, call plays, set up plays, with Ryan Grove being so predictable on offense, it really got me to the point, man, where I'm so nervous about what's going on, no matter who the quarterback is. If we're dropping back 40, 50 times a game, we're not winning.
Mm-hmm.
Period. I mean, I know Keelan is a monster. I seen Austin Mack high school film, which I went back all the way back to high school to watch his delivery. He has a amazing deep ball, beautiful arm. He's still lackluster when it comes to short passes, kind of like Miro. Like he got that Miro mentality. Like his arm is so big and so talented that he want to showcase his strength and his ability to throw the ball deep. But when it come down to check downs on the knee, he reluctant to throw the ball down, and then when he does, he throw it too late or too short, which we're making it so hard for him to complete those short or intermediate passes. So I mean, it's I'm not worrying about the defense. Like people talk about the youth for our team. Our youth is what carried us last year. A lot of upperclassmen didn't need playoffs.
Matrix.
Yeah, cool with the youth. Really don't care about young players. If you're young and talented, play them. I'm more concerned about the off. I mean, that's it for me. I don't care who roll out their quarterback. If we run the ball consistently, we block consistently, Bama go undefeated. But if we can't run the ball consistently and block consistently, Bama lose 5 games.
I hear you. Well, just sitting back listening to each of you, I decided to go ahead, uh, Coach Carl and Latoya and Bishop. I decided to go ahead and do my way too early X factors. My way too early X factors. I considered what Lady Latoya said about uh, the schedule and who could do what. I considered what Bishop said about development and what Coach Carl said about coaching, because it's going to boil down to what Coach Carl and what Bishop was saying about the development is going to all fall back on how these guys are going to be coached, how they're going to be developed in the off season. uh, 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 Coach Carr raises an interesting point about the quarterback, which I've also heard that about Austin Mack, was that he couldn't throw the short pass. His deep is like out of this world, but his ability to throw short or to read the short route like that and give it a chance to bust one, uh, that was just a hang up. But if I give my X factor and if I give my floor, now this is gonna sound kind of odd, but my floor would be actually my floor is actually going to be 10-2.
Huh?
Now let me tell you why I say that.
Wait,
Huh?
Yeah, my floor is going to be
say
10
it
and
with
2.
your chest in.
I'm saying with my I'm saying it. I'm saying it. You see what my girl Piercy says right there? That's the reason right there. Listen, Bama's not the only squad that's going to have first year quarterback. Bama will not be the only squad with some line changes and some defensive changes. They will not be the only squad, and Alabama will play some of those squads, i.e., LSU. By the way, LSU also right now, as we speak, I don't know if anybody's kept up with it, but they've lost one of the guys from the transfer portal who they were relying on to start. He tore his ACL already.
Mm-hmm.
He tore it. He tore it. So I won't say that make a difference neither here nor there, but in the long grand scheme of things, it does. It does. It makes a difference. My floor would be 10-2, and then the rest of the way we already know what the ceiling would be. It would be nothing short than natty. I'm just being honest with you.
Hmm?
If I just had to pick who I thought Bama would lose to, who they have a chance to lose to, I'm going to say this, and y'all going to say he's being facetious again, but call me what you want to. First of all, they have a chance to lose virtually to all of them, any of them,
Everybody.
at any given day. They could lose it. They could really lose to them. But if I had to pinpoint a game, some teams you just have their number. I don't believe we'll lose to Georgia. I just don't. I don't think we'll lose to Georgia. Out of that whole thing, that scares me is still South Carolina. South Carolina is the one school that I know them and Texas A&M, they had basically, especially on offense, they have everybody coming back. On South Carolina, Lenora Sellers is coming back. I know his brother, which is a wideout, is coming back. South Carolina gonna have some dogs coming back, and South Carolina lost both tackles already. Yeah, Ken, the Bama fan, but they have this uncanny ability to replace linemen. Yeah, so Sellers running for his life again. That was due, a lot of that though, Ken, was due to injuries. South Carolina, that injury bug hit them, including Sellers. But what happened when they played Bama though, Ken, the Bama fan? Gotta remember
Mm.
that.
They found out how to play football again.
They figured out
Yeah,
how to
right
play
after
football.
playing us. Remember,
Right
I
after
was so sure after we beat them that you guys were just gonna put in straight work.
yeah.
But you gotta understand that too, Bishop. What Piano Man saying. South Carolina had Dylan Stewart.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's true.
Dylan Stewart coming out next year gonna be a top 10 draft pick.
That's
Facts.
right.
The
And
number
they was
one
motivated
the number
by
one
the fact
defensive
they thought
end
they
in the
should have beat
country.
us.
Yeah. The number one defensive end in the country.
Yes. So that's why I said South Carolina's not going to be up. That's the team that scares me. And this time they are ball game number 1, 2, 3, 4. They're ball game number 4. We're not playing them later this time. We're playing them early.
Question,
Just like,
Piano Man.
go ahead, Latoya.
What
All
you
right,
got, P?
the question here for Coach Carr. All right, just say, by the time we get to South Carolina, this offensive line is gelling. What do you see from that?
I mean, the offensive line, Jalen. Either way it goes, you're gonna have to double team or you're gonna have to have your running back tight end somebody chip Dylan Stewart. So if your offensive
Fact.
line is Jalen and you can double team or you can chip Dylan Stewart, and then you got somebody that can pass off D tackles. You can pass your D tackle all to your guard and have your center pick, or you can pass your D tackle all through your center and have your Mike or your wheel, and then you have full protection. The issue with us is your offensive line can be just like a monster. You still not gonna block Dylan Stewart 1-on-1. And the second part about it, if your running backs are not picking up blitzes or picking up blocks correctly, they're not diagnosing the thing, the stunts and the twists, you still not gonna be able to handle South Carolina. South Carolina has a NFL defensive coordinator. So he comes with stunts, twists, different exotic blitz, delayed blitz, high pressure blitz. Like you never know when the pressure is coming. So your quarterback will have to identify one. Your running backs have to identify, and two, somebody gonna have to chip Dylan Stewart unless our attackers are just that good. Now I really do
That's what
believe.
that's what I'm asking you. That's what I'm asking you. Oh, because I know South Carolina gonna be difficult. I don't even know who Dylan Stewart got on the other side this year. But that's what I'm saying. We handle that task right there, and we really take care of South Carolina. What you think the team look like coming from there? If we can
The
handle all
team,
that, come because that's like
if you,
what game
if
number
they can
3 or 4, right?
Number
game number
4.
4, if you can handle Dylan Stewart, that's a top 10 draft pick. They should be able to handle anybody on offensive line. Because Dylan Stewart is he's the X factor in all college football. He's like Harold Perkins was last year with LSU. With last 3 years LSU when they actually rushed him. You can't block him. So if you can block that guy, you be okay. If you it's like Taylor Heineken and what the other dude name that was so dominant in Oklahoma,
Hey,
Mesabor and Bang. Like if you can block
yeah.
those two,
Telewine, Heineke, and Kip Lewis.
no, not Kip. I'm talking about the guy that Heineke replaced when he got hurt. And we were so happy that we wasn't gonna play, and Heineke just ate
Oh,
our ass.
R. Mason
Our,
Thomas.
our
R.
Mason
Mason,
Thomas, yeah.
R. Mason Thomas. So you got those like Dylan Stewart is those two guys, a Heineke and a R. Mason Thomas combined. So we can figure out how to slow him down and stop him consistently. Nobody is going to be able to get pressure on Alabama offensive line without sending exotic blitzes. So that's going to be the number one key, Layla Latoya. If they can handle that defensive front from South Carolina with the way they block and not the way they block, but where they rush and contain gaps, they'll be able to handle anybody, especially Georgia, because Georgia's not going to have that type of defensive front. They're going to be talented, fast, and physical, but they're not going to have South Carolina defensive front. South Carolina may be the best defensive front we face all year.
That's it. And that's why I said that that's the game that still scares me. That, and then the other game, and Lady Latoya, you sort of alluded to it, but you're playing Florida State and South Carolina back to back. Kentucky, Florida State, South Carolina, back to back to back. And those are your games that Bishop would say, those are your games that will form the gauntlet. Those are the games like that. It's not so much like your Georgias and your Tennessees or your LSUs. No, those are not really your gauntlet games. Your gauntlet games are those teams that they get up for you. And it's a different mentality when you play them. And South Carolina is one of those teams. Is one of those teams.
Yeah.
Now, I'm just saying now, and I know some people don't want to hear that. They don't want to accept that. But South Carolina, I will put it this way. A couple of more players and Alabama would have lost that game last year. I'm just being honest with you. I told you I was going to be real with you. Yeah. We won the game, yes, but we struggled. And it goes back, Latoya, Bishop, and Coach Carl, what Double A said. South Carolina was playing like crap all the way up until they got ready to play Alabama. And then all of a sudden, all the lights came on.
You want to know why, man?
Offense and defense.
You want to know why? Because that name still that name. But I don't think, honestly, I really don't think that name resonates a lot anymore, or not right now. Because Kalen DeBoer hasn't proved that he can beat anybody but Georgia. Now, that's the only team that he has to prove that he can consistently beat is Georgia. So if you can't beat nobody consistently but Georgia, and they haven't proven that they can score in the second half. The second half is their Achilles heel. They can do everything they want to do, but score touchdowns in the second half. We scoring field goals in the second half. 3 points here, like all season last year, unless we play against some screw-up teams. We didn't score, 10 points in the second half? I think 17 total in the second half. All year against teams outside of the scrubs. We struggled so bad in the second half. We put up 20-something points against Georgia in the first half, 0 in the second half. Like, our defense been our saving grace, our calling card. Our defense been holding us in games because our offense can't do anything in the second half. So what are we counting on? I mean, Ryan Grubb has to get better. I think if the offensive line, we got Coach Clem, our offensive line should be like 30,000% better with Coach Clem. But are they going to allow Coach Clem to put his guys in the game, pick his starting five? If we get opportunity to run his starting five, then maybe our offensive line will be gelling on all cylinders. But to get the offensive line clicking on all cylinders, can Ryan Grubb consistently put a game plan together that's not so damn predictable that our offensive line won't struggle? Because if you're dropping back 17 times in the first quarter before 17 times, and then you run the ball about 5 times in your first 4 or 5 possessions. That's a recipe for a disaster right there. No offensive line going to be able to block 60, 70 pass plays. You're not going to be able to do it because once the defense end start peeling their hat back and coming at you full speed with all their power, there's no way the offensive line going to be able to block them. It's the deception in the offense what make defenses stop. Like defensive end, they teeing off on you. You're not blocking nobody teeing off. It's just that sudden hit where, okay, I can't go now because the run game is so permanent that I got to pay attention to the rush before I can tee off on the quarterback. That what keeps those defenses end off you. That's what kept, Quay Russaw and all those boys from getting those big time pass rushers. But when we knew it was 3rd down and 15 and they was gonna pass the ball, you started seeing Yonze Pierre eat. You saw Noah Carter eat. You saw Keelan Keeler coming out the end eating. those pass rusher eats when they know it's pass downs. But when they gotta think about it, pass or run, it's that little deception right there where hold those pass rushers up will give you time to, make those plays. That's why Indiana ran their RPO so effective against us. Because you gotta worry about the run and the pass.
I hear you, coach. But
I tell you what,
go ahead,
I,
Latoya.
they said we supposed to been getting some offensive gurus when we got Caleb DeBoer and Ryan Grubb, but our offense been looking like boo boo. I tell you that much.
Say it again, girl. Say it
Our offense
again.
been looking like boo boo, but we supposed to been got some gurus. I tell you that, and that didn't happen. But look, last year our defense was good. Our defense has a potential to be great this year. No one's going to be able to throw the ball on us, definitely. And if we can get them boys up front to do what they need to do, the defense has the potential to be great. But, but it can't be like last year because the worst thing for our defense was our offense. That can't happen this year.
Right.
Our offense was our defense biggest ops last year because they couldn't sustain a drive. Three and out, three and out, three and out. I don't care if you got the 85 Bears out there. Everybody get tired. Come on, man. Like seriously. For real. So our offense is gonna have to sustain drive. That offense, like I said, if we make it unscathed and get to South Carolina, I don't care if we struggle and win by a half a point, 0.5. I don't care. Long as we handle that defensive rush and our offensive line do everything we gotta do, I'm with Coach Carl. We'd have been a seed at all. Nobody shouldn't be able to do it. Our own defense and practice should be playing like South Carolina front, and then we would really be unstoppable. But what I'm saying is our offense is gonna have to help us out this year. We're gonna have to. You're just gonna have to. This is too good of a defense to waste. You're gonna have to help us out. Well, that's just the
There you
bottom
go.
line. Bro,
Yeah, but the problem is like we don't have a South Carolina front. We
that's
just
you
we
right.
just
That's
don't
the problem.
we just don't have that front. That front that South Carolina has, they recruited them, and then they brought in a guy and brought in one or two guys to make it better.
Yeah.
Our guys that we recruited, we ran them off, so we don't have that anymore.
But
Yeah.
hopefully we got this new guy from Oklahoma. Is his name Trent Simpson? Hopefully he can help Freddie Roach get them guys to eat. Cause them guys at Oklahoma was eating last year. I mean, you couldn't get past that front. Their defense was everything to their team. That's what our defense gonna be everything to our team, but our offense gonna have to help us out. It just ain't no way around it. And I want to go back to something Twister said this morning. Everybody done jumped off AKD and everybody wanted AKD last year. Now you know him. Everybody want EJ Crowell. They want the new shiny toy. AKD gonna get out there and surprise y'all as this year. Book it.
AK has to put on about 10, 15 pounds. He has every single thing you want as a running back, except the
The
weight.
only thing I would show
They
AKD is that play that he got Ty killed in that game. I think it was against Oklahoma. That's all I would have showed him all offseason. I want you to work on your blocking. If you can get this block, I know you can run like a gazelle. I want you to work on this blocking because you see how you almost got my quarterback killed. That's all they should have showed him all season long.
And then, but then also by that same token, go to that Georgia game in the SEC championship, and he did not know the schemes.
Ran the wrong way. I would have showed them two clips. I don't care about what you did against ULM. I don't care about that 53-yard run. This right here, what I can't have. I need that, but this what I can't have. Leave that where you found it. That's what I need from AKD.
Hey,
I
let me
guarantee you
chime
watch
in.
that video about 70. I guarantee you watch that video about 70 times by himself. He ain't gotta tell
Yeah,
you. Thing
no
about
doubt.
that, man, listen, if your tackle, honestly, your tackle or your guard don't touch a linebacker coming on a blitz.
Uh-oh.
Matrix
Matrix.
in.
Want me to jump in, P?
Go ahead, coach.
Yeah, what I was gonna say real quick is the best running game for a brand new offense. I mean, the best thing for it is a running game that can be established and establish that they're going to be the staunch running game that you need. as your quarterback and offensive line gel. Because the quickest thing that they know how to do is run block. And so with that said, and the fact of the matter is, in order to be as efficient that you need to be going through the gauntlet, the running game has to be at the forefront. Because in order to not have that second bye, you have to make it through with what you got. And that's why it's imperative to have competitive depth. You cannot make it through an 8-game pound of flesh without having 33 to 44 started. You're not going to be able to do it. It's been documented.
I'm going to tell you like this. So in my X factors, LaToya, right quick, and I got to get ready to get out of here. But after listening to you, the X factors on the offense are going to be in the way too early. What I'm looking at Saturday, the Lord willing, I'm looking at the O-line. But LaToya, to grab hold with you, sis, to catch on with you right there, I want to look at Ryan Grubb and the coaches on the offense. That simply means the O-line coach, the running backs coach, the quarterbacks coach, the tight end coach. I want to look at everybody. I want to look at the relationship of how they all, somebody put it in the chat very eloquently, that the coaches, not just the players, but the coaches as well, they must be all on the same page. And Ryan Grubb and the coaches, and then I'm looking at injuries. I think we're okay there for now. But as the season goes on, as the summer goes on, and all coming into fall camp, then we'll see there. But on defense, D-line, Kane Womack and the coaches, especially the D-line coach, you all know what I mean there. I want to see the relationship between Kane Womack, Simpson, and Freddie Roach. I want to see that. I want to see the relationship between Kane Womack and the linebackers coach. So Lady LaToya, I'm standing with you when you say that I'm looking for the gelling. You were looking for the gel. You're talking about looking for the gelling of the players. I'm looking for the gelling of the players and the coaches, because if the coaches are gelling, the players should have no problem gelling. They should not, because trust me, and Coach Carl Bishop can tell you, and I'm talking about this as a former player. If the players pick up that there is dissension between the coaches, ain't nobody gelling.
Facts.
Nobody.
I agree.
Facts.
Nobody's gelling.
Facts.
What you're going to have is a liquid. You're not going to have a solid. You're going to have a liquid. And I know good and well Stephen Hicks ain't going to like that worth a dime. I'm just saying that because listening to Stephen say, listening how Stephen's putting it, everybody and others in the chat have said that you got the gel. So I'm with LaToya when she says I'm looking for if the O-line is gelling. I'm gonna see if the O-line coaches are gelling. I'm gonna see if they're gelling, because if they're not gelling, then don't you get then chat. If the O-line is not gelling, let's go check and see if the O-line coaches are gelling. And if the O-line coaches are not gelling, we know.
Preach.
Preach.
We gonna talk to the coaches, because I believe that some of this, and that's gonna be for a different show. But I believe that some of this is not predicated on players at all.
I
believe that some of the
some of it. You say some of it.
Some of it,
or most of it.
You know what? I'll go to. You know what? Let me put it like this. I'll say this then. This might be a little extreme, but I think y'all will catch.
Come on back. Yeah.
Come on back now, you hear?
Come on back, P.
Say what now?
You in the matrix now.
Wait a minute. I don't know why. Hold it.
It might just be StreamYard. StreamYard do that sometimes.
Because they
When
were saying that there's a problem.
when
They're
they
sending me an
when
alert
they
that there's a problem.
when they updating it, they have issues.
Yeah. And so there is a problem. Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, you're good. You're good. We'll
Okay,
go.
I'm gonna say this and get ready to get out of here. Check this out. I'm gonna say this. If the coach cannot coach you through hard times because you gelling over some petty stuff that's going on amongst grown men, then the grown men in the room need to exit and some real grown men need to come.
Now, see
That's
the problem with most team, man, when you start seeing players on the sideline arguing with each other on different positions, that mean the coach got issues. It's not gonna be like I don't see offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator get fighting, right? Because the offensive coordinator be calling dumb plays and killing the defense, and the defense coordinator get tired of being on the field, and kids can't perform, and they start looking bad. I done seen a lot go on inside of programs, man. So you really don't want your team to have beef between each other. So if you got Ryan Groves and Clem going at it in the film room, then Ryan Grove gonna be saying things when you call them plays, and the kids gonna pick up on it. Or if they not associating themselves with each other in practice, kids gonna pick up on it. You can't have no type of negativity going on. If you got any issue going on inside that coaching staff, when you walk outside that door, nobody should be able to tell, because you should be laughing and joking and communicating with each other in practice. Now, once you leave that practice room, get in the film room, or you get separate, you can't stand each other. You just be what it be. But if those kids pick up on any little sim, any little stem, any little critter, ants, mice, any little thing that's saying that this coaching staff is not gelled together, you're gonna have problems inside your locker room. You're gonna have problems on the field. People are not gonna be communicating with each other. Offensive line not gonna talk to running back not talking to the quarterbacks. It's gonna be that type of issue, man. You do not want that in your football program, because that's a recipe for disaster. And I'm telling you, and I know for a fact they had some of that going on last year.
Yes, sir. And I said this, and I said it earlier. And for those of you that hadn't quite made it to our Discord, I don't know if some of y'all ready for that or not. But anyway, you got some real, in the words of Latoya, you got some real live boo-boo going on. You had some real live boo-boo going on, and it was right there. I'm talking about it was right there. And Latoya will tell you, we saw some stuff, and Dwight will tell you, for those of us that were at the Eastern Illinois game, we saw some stuff that we wasn't supposed to see. We shouldn't have seen it, but it was right there, and it was sort of showing us, Latoya, what the season had been like. That's the truth,
right?
And so what Latoya is saying, she gave us, for me, her at the beginning of the show, she gave us really my X factors. She just used the word gelling. I just used it from a different aspect, that if the O-line is gelling, that means those coaches are gelling. They're on the same page. They're on the same page. They're looking at it the same way. Now, do they always agree all the time? No. They may not agree all the time. But I bet you when they come together for the good of the team and sit back and say, let's look at this objectively and let's look and see blah, 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 blah. When they're gelling, the O-line's going to gel. When the D-line is gelling, because the defensive D-line coaches and all that good stuff, they're gelling. So my X factors going into Saturday, O-line, Ryan Grubb and the coaches, and injuries. But I think we're good for now. The same thing with the defense. D-line, Kane Womack and Freddie Roach, that D-line, the linebackers, and injuries. I think that
and no favoritism.
And no
play the best player.
Yeah,
No
no
favoritism.
favorites. Now that's the Lady Latoya. That's the number one. That's my number one X factor. Favoritism.
I wonder when you got your ass kicked by Indiana, did you regret telling your old lineman he was too aggressive? You needed some aggression against Indiana.
No, they did
Rah,
not
rah.
because they did not because if they did, they would have told them, please don't go in the portal. And
And
they
I
re-
end
they
and
didn't
I got
regret
to
it.
end the show with this because I'm getting ready to be late. But Diane Hawkins, exactly. And that's all we're saying. That when that mess comes up, it's up to the board to take care of and nobody else.
Facts.
Kiffin
Fact.
and Saban didn't get along 90% of the time. And if you go back, Diane, and roll tide to you, Diane, we got to get you your theme music too. If you go back and listen to a particular interview with Coach Saban, he said, I saw you being he said, I saw you going off on Lane Kiffin. He said, no, that was a good ass chewing. Excuse my
Ass
language,
chewing,
but
yeah.
that's what Coach Saban said. No, that was a good ass chewing.
Yeah, they say we saw you having a heated conversation with
Yeah, heated
with with with,
conversation.
with Lane. He said, no, that's an ass chewing.
That's an ass chewing,
Like,
but no
he
heated
gave
conversation.
yeah, he gave Lane an ass chewing.
So
And it wasn't because Lane was messing up, it was because Lane had got two pass happy, and Coach Saban told him, no, we're gonna run the ball. He kept getting pass happy. Lane kept running. He wanted to run the ball with Henry. Lane wanted to pass the ball, and Coach Saban said, "You gonna run the goddamn ball or what?" He kept passing the ball, and Coach Saban chewed his ass out. That's just point blank. Why have all them studs at running back if you're not gonna use them? We scrawny, and all that talent that we got at running back. We got the same running back talent. We got wide receiver talent. Yeah,
You
use
better
them
say
all.
it.
Use them all.
use everybody. So Diane, I'm just letting you know that statement right there is the statement of the evening. That's up to Coach. Hey, Ellen V, good to see you. And that statement right there, that I'm putting it back up there, and we're getting ready to get out of here. That's up to the board to take care of, and nobody else. Not the AD, not the president, Coach DeBoer. And I mean, handle it. Handle it.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it
Handle
for you, Coach Piano. Don't worry about it. I'll take care of it.
it. Now I do it, but I do it for the low price. For the low
I,
price.
All right.
I,
Mine gonna
I'll
cost
do it.
you. It's gonna cost you something if I have to come in there and do it. Cause
And
I ain't gonna spare no feeling. Cause
tell,
we're
Di-
trying
tell,
to establish
tell,
a winning culture.
tell
That's what I would tell
Diane she up next. We got to get Kimberly Hartman up. Somebody got to come up. We had Lady Latoya, phenomenal. We had KT, phenomenal. Ladies, get yourself together. Come on up and represent the ladies of the long run, and get your own segment. I needed Lady Latoya. I need to get Diane. I need Kim. I need Susan. We gotta
I
get
need double A,
hand. Yeah,
Dr.
we gotta get
Crystal, all
Dr. Crystal.
listen,
We gotta get all y'all up, man. Do a
Call it
show.
in.
Carla
Yeah,
Hinton.
Work
do
it,
a show.
girl.
Do do a show. Piano Man to host the show. Just do the show with a Piano Man and three ladies every every week. It don't matter which three come on. Just three ladies in the room on come on and do a show. Well, last hour, last 2 hours, last 3 hours. I guarantee you, y'all have a lot to say, and what y'all say resonate because women know football too. And
Exactly.
sometimes y'all know football better than we do because we look at the small things and y'all look at things that we don't see. Like Layla Latoya basically came out here and gave all us some tea. She gave all us the business today, right? She came in, she ready. She gave all us the business. Hell, I even learned something from you today. So thank you. Come on
So
back.
so Lady Latoya, you know what this means? You part of the Gumbo Chefs.
You part of the
When you
gumbo.
come on the show, when you come on the show like this, and you come and spill that gumbo, and you come spitting them facts like that, hey, you get to be a chef. You a chef. And I don't hate on nobody. Coach Carl, Bishop will tell you, I hate on nobody. I'm trying to promote you.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm
Come
trying to
on.
promote you.
I promise you, man. Listen,
I ain't trying
see,
to hate because we got
Marquita,
things to do.
hey, Piano Man, Marquita somewhere listening, lurking, and hurtfully. But Marquita, Marquita knows football. That
Let me
woman that woman's a football
phenomenal.
savant.
Oh my
She's a
goodness.
football savant. If you can
Hey,
She
convince
needs to be.
Marquita, you can
real
convince
flawed.
Marquita.
Hey, real
Marquita
flawed.
is for real.
Ellen V is another one. Uh, Amanda. I'm telling you, Nicole C. There's a
It's
lot of
some yeah,
savants.
Oh,
it's
It's
some
time.
it's some football savant in this female landscape. We just gotta get our female to get comfortable with talking about it. All those
Well,
Yeah.
females that you see on TV, like you see a lot of those girls on TV that talk basketball, they know basketball.
so I'm just
You
saying,
don't see
lady,
men talking football because they're afraid to come into the landscape where the men play. But these women know football. Come on out
they
here
know
and
it.
talk your talk.
And
Come on,
I'm gonna
talk
tell
your
you,
talk.
Marquita is part of the listening to Marquita when we were over at the other channel, listening to Marquita and KT go at it. I mean, when I say go at it, they wasn't like they were butting heads or anything. Just chopping it up like the way they were chopping it up. It was like, wow, what did I even play for? But they
I'm
looked at it
telling you.
from a different perspective, and that's what causes me to look at it. And that's why I be coming up with these stats. I dig deep. Cause these ladies, the ladies.
Yeah, I tell you one thing. If you got Marquita and you got KT on the platform together, you better do your damn research. Do
They'll
not
do it.
come on a platform with those two females and you don't know what you're talking about. If you on a
Facts.
platform with those two, you ask questions. You don't come over there trying to spit no heat with them two because
Not
you
with
will
them
get
two.
embarrassed. You will get embarrassed with them two. You better know what you're talking about when you got them two on the line together.
So I want to get so in the morning, Lady Latoya, check your email. Come on with the come on, cause now I'm gonna do you just like I do anybody else. You done made it to the big stage. Welcome to the Gumbo Chefs. It's up. Hey, it's yours for the taking. So when I set the lives up, I always include my ladies. So you, KT, always included, always welcome. Just like I do even with B Sharp and them, y'all know what to do. You know what to do. So when I send you, when I hook you up in the email and everything, I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you. So ladies, look here. Right quick. I'm gonna start with you, Latoya. Parting words, cause Piano Man gotta go.
I appreciate you for inviting me on. It's been fun. It's been fun cooking with the gumbo chefs today.
I hear you.
But like I said, like my floor is 9-3, but I feel like 10-2 is definitely attainable. We got
Yeah.
the talent. We just got to get. Hey, it's up to the coaches now, cause we got the players. It's up to the coaches now to put the players in the right position to be successful, and that's just the bottom line. Cause the talent is there. Ain't no doubt about that. That's all I got to say.
Roll Tide Twister. Good to see you, my brother. Man, be safe on that road. Thank you, Latoya. Coach Carl, parting words right quick.
Yeah, I'm with Lady Latoya, man. I was calling 9-3 with my floor is 8-4. Uh, my ceiling gonna probably be 11-1. That
Mhm.
means that we get past Georgia and slip over LSU. Man, Lady Latoya, appreciate you coming on with P today. I had to jump on because I had a feeling it was gonna be you, so I had to jump on today so I can support you because
I
you been
appreciate you.
supporting us. You support us. You support just about all the good Bama content creators out there. Y'all don't show favoritism. Y'all support everybody. So in order for you to be a contributor like that, when you hop on, I wanted to be here to support you. So and we appreciate you coming on. There's no hate here. It's all love. Every take you gave was a phenomenal take. So and just encourage
Yeah.
more females to do it, man, because this landscape that we have out here in the media world, man, it's for everybody. It's not just for me, and it's for everybody. And the people who don't want you a part of it, they hell with them because they're haters. So come on through. We enjoyed you coming. We love you, P. Appreciate the invites, man. He sent and later told he sends them out every single day, whether you can join it or not. You will get an email from Piano Man that he wants you on this show. He wants everybody on his show. He don't care who you are. If you have something to say, he will invite you. It's up to you to accept it.
You in there, girl. You in there. So, and plus, you the only one on the Gumbo Chefs that got your own theme music. Now, I ought to tell you something.
Yeah. Hey, but hold up. I ain't even got mine yet.
I'm gonna create my own.
Hey, hook me up. I need one.
I'm gonna create my own.
Well, wait a minute, Coach Carl. Well, since everybody knowing that Bishop, get ready for your parting words. Since everybody need to know, Coach Carl is the one who did mine, but I actually need another one.
Listen, Piano Man, I sent you 4 new versions of Piano Man plays better than 3-stroke challenge.
But you know what though? I'm tired of giving 3-stroke some pub. Now 3-stroke couldn't anyway.
We
Okay. I'm about to say something ugly right there.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Bishop. Pardon words. Before I get
hit you with I'm gonna hit you with a morning run, and I'm gonna hit you with a long run.
There you go.
I get on it ASAP.
And don't forget about Bishop. All right, but the truth of the matter is, I appreciate Miss Lady Latoya because she's an extension of what we're trying to build here. She is a general for the ladies. She's like Real Flawed and a couple others that no matter who you are, she's there in the chat promoting you unconditionally with unconditional love. And that is what we're looking to build. And that's why that Gumbo Chef was already in your name. It just needed to materialize, which it did this afternoon. Welcome to the family.
Welcome to the family, Lady Latoya. You know, me and you, we down like 4 flats, and the spare ain't even up to par. So we good like that. But once again, Saturday, everybody, for those who are coming on to A-Day, meet us at Saban Statue, 10 o'clock Saturday morning. We're going to chop it up. We're going to have a good time. And I'm promising you this, y'all going to be stuck with Piano Man all day. Why do I say that? I will not leave you. I'm not trying to go out somewhere to be trying to be seen, that, this, that, and the third. I want to hang with my peeps. That's who I want to hang with, and we're gonna have a good time. All right. So I'm looking for you. Me and Lady Latoya hung out a little while last year at we was over. What was the name of that restaurant, Latoya?
Full Moon.
Full Moon. Good food, good fellowship. Hopefully we can hang out again, you know, if everybody can, and let's have a good time. All right. So Piano Man's got to go because I got to get somewhere in the next few minutes. But listen, I want everybody to have a great evening. And remember that this kitchen is big enough for everybody to cook in, and for everybody to eat. And guess what? Hey, Latoya fed everybody today. And guess what, chat? Y'all was feeding us right back. So guess what? Y'all's kitchen is big. The Gumbo Chefs kitchen is big. And guess what? Everybody got something to eat. It shouldn't be nobody hungry in this room. So with that being said, stay focused, drive, and go forward in the name of the Lord. And the Lord willing, we'll see you right back here in the morning, same time. Lady Latoya, check your email because it's going to be right there. So on behalf of the Gumbo Chefs, that's all of us, including Governor and Twister. Hey, everybody have a good evening, and we will see you tomorrow in the long run. Y'all be safe and roll tide. Thank y'all for coming, and I'll see you tomorrow.